Hi folks, and welcome to the channel. And in this video we're going to take a look at the new drum library from Ugritone or Ugritone. These are the drums against humanity. I said this is the drums against humanity. This is the brand new drum library from Ugritone, from the guys over at Ugritone. Now again, this has been recorded at Tall Pine Studios in conjunction with Haldor over there at Tall Pine, and I'm not going to butcher his name, I'll just give you the stage name, and with Inferno from Behemoth and various other bands. I'm not going to try and butcher his Polish name, but I'll pop his name up on the screen. So what we'll do first, we'll have a walk through the programme, we'll have a listen to pieces of the individual kit, and then we'll have a listen to the individual presets, and then we'll put everything in a full mix. Let's solo these drums. Start off with, first off, this is a standalone VST itself. It's not in the Ugritone's drums. It's a standalone product, and I'll show you why shortly. So, right at the bottom, the basic layout is exactly the same as Ugritone drums. So to get into your mixing window, you click the buttons right at the bottom there. 9 little squares to get shut of those. It's that one, and then while you've got them up, you've got your mix, your effects section, and your routing. And as you can see, are all the individual pieces of kit. You have got different faders, and then in the effects you've got a little bit of EQ, and then you can send this to the inbuilt saturation and reverb, and there's your individual routing to the different tracks. I've got this to the multi-track layout, and it also gives you the MIDI notes as well. And one good thing I do like about this that they've done this time is we've got 2 MIDI notes for the kicks, so you've got slightly different sounding kicks on each kit, which I think's a big winner. I do like that one. I do like that. Then next to that, then you can bring your full MIDI note setting if you want to swap any of those about. So say if you've got a MIDI pack from, say, Toontrack or Get Good Drums or Groove Monkey, wherever, some of the notes aren't quite matching up, you can either move them about in the editor, or you can just say, right, the kick in this one is there. Is that MIDI note? Pop it back onto that. Same with all the other pieces of kit. And then you can invert the kit, so when it's grey, it's to the drummer's perspective, and when it's red, it's for the audience perspective. And then next to that, this is your master window, or your master mixer. So this is where you've got all your reverbs. You've got all sorts of different reverbs in there, and then different saturations if you want to use the inbuilt saturator. Delays, they all go out of channel 16, and then you can have different chain orders, so you can have reverb saturation delay or saturation reverb delay, and you can solo or mute that. And then there's your input and output gain, humanize, which I tend to have between 30 and 40%, and your master gain. So after that, we've got 2 new little buttons to so you've got the shop, which sort of brings up all the different items that Ugritone, or not all the different drum programs that Ugritone sell, all the different libraries. At the minute, it looks like that's just a demo shop, and then notifications for new deals. And then next to that, you've got your presets. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different presets in there, some from Haldor and some from ROM. So then after that, you've got your output routing. So you can have everything going out of one stereo output all the way up to everything going out of separate outputs on the 16 mega outputs. I've got it on the 16 mega output, but as you see, there's various different ones there. And you've got the Ugritone logo there, which doesn't do anything. And then you've got your settings. So, to the actual kit itself, as you can see, we've got a hell of a lot going off here. As you can see, if you hover over any of the piece of kit, if you click that left mouse button, it brings you up the little mix window, so you toggle between those, just adjust things for certain parts of the kit rather than having to go into there if you're only, so I think, oh, the snare just needs a little bit of X, Y, or Z. Same with any of the other pieces of kit. So you've got two different kicks. Snare. This time we've got 6 toms. And we've got 2 little extra toms here. I'm not sure what the... Not being a drummer, I'm not sure exactly what they call these toms. Somebody will tell me in the comments. And the cymbals that we've got is obviously hi-hats. We've got Chinas there. Crash. Now, that looks like a mini crash, a mini China. From what I gather, some are like mini Chinas, mini splashes, and some of these are in different presets are actually chainsaw blades. You've got another China there. It's like a little splash. Second crash. Another China there, and another China there, and finally, we've got the ride. So, yeah, totally different from the other kits in Ugritone drums. And from what Tony said, they've had to make this a standalone VST rather than try and fit it into the Ugritone drums engine. It wouldn't have quite fitted with the rest of it, so they've released this as a separate one. And also, another cool feature what they've released this time, you might not quite see it on any of these, but as well as a room mic, let's just take it off on there, bring the mix window up, as well as, so we've got as normal overheads, room and hell mic, but this time instead of the trash mic, we've got a room far mic, which I think is pretty damn cool. Right, what I like to do is just bring the room mics up on the shells and just bring the overheads down a touch, and I'll do the opposite on the cymbals. But instead of you watching me do it on everyone, we'll just skip this part and then we'll come back. But as you can see, I've just altered things slightly there just for personal preference. That's how I like it. Some people may like it slightly different, but hey, oh, that's what makes the world go round. So now we've got all that sorted out. One last thing before we listen to the presets. When you change preset, you're going to have to, it resets the faders again, so you're going to have to go through that process every time. If I change it, when you change presets, well, like I say, this is High Inferno, Haldor's here. This next one is Sometimes Dead is Better. The next one is War Metal Carpet Bombing. And these last few are from Ron. So this first one is Left Hand Sweden. And this next one is Norge Helvet or Helvete. Not sure how you pronounce that. I probably butchered it. Sorry, Ron. And this next one is Raining Zubar. This next one is Slaythe Prophet. And last but not least, Throwback FL. So as you see, I've done a preset for this already, and for the faster kick drum parts, as you see, I've separated the double kicks onto the separate kick notes, so you can hear the different kicks. So right, there we've heard everything in its raw form. Let's have a listen to see how all these sound in a mix. Right, so there you go. That was the Drums Against Humanity. What do I think about these things? Do they get the Wizard Seal of Approval, or do they get the Finger of Doom? Oh, yes. I'm absolutely loving these. These definitely get the Wizard's Seal of Approval. I think Ron and Haldor have and Inferno have done an absolutely fantastic job again here on these drums. Like I say, you've got all those toms to play about with. I know a lot of people think, oh, God, that's too many toms. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you don't have to use every bit of kit in there. And I like the fact that you've got those two little extra toms as well, just to give you a bit of a different feel onto your drum fills. And you've got all those chinas to play with, and all have got their own different sounds. I think this is based off of Inferno's kit that he uses with Behemoth, and yeah, just another fantastic job again by Ron and Tony and Haldor and Inferno. And yeah, when I first opened this, what I've done on previous ones is I've just banged these drums onto a song that I've already got going, and this time I just had a bit of a play about, and I'm coming up with riffs like that. So this time I just come up with something totally new. Yeah, the creator's juices were flowing straight away. So that little track there didn't take me long to come up with at all. It was maybe about an hour, maybe a little bit less. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, and I'll leave a link down in the description of where you can get this from. And if you want to grab yourself some Evil Wizard merch,
There's a link to the merch store down in the description.
But that's all from me, folks.
I will catch you in the next one.
Right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video. You can follow me on social media and you can get my music online. And if you want to support the channel, there's Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links. They're all down in the description. Click up here to subscribe and click the link down there for videos that you may not have seen. Keep it loud and keep it heavy.